Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about comparisons in JavaScript. Interviewers can trick you with few questions to guess your basic understanding of JavaScript. Let's learn to answer them. Before that, try answering these questions. Were you successful? Don't worry. Let's see few more examples and understand how it works. Okay, let's start simple. So I am assigning the result of a comparison to the variable z, and this result is displayed in the paragraph. And whenever I type some comparison here, try to pause the video and guess the output. Okay, so 1 equals 2. This is false, of course, we know it. And if I say 1 greater than 2, then it's false. And if it's 1 less than 2, it's true. Now let's move to characters. A equals A. And what's the output here? True. When I say A equals B, it is false. When I say A greater than B, it's false. And when I say A less than B, it is true. And when I say A less than caps A, what do you think the output would be? It's false. And what is A greater than A? It's true. Why do you think this is the output here? Why is a lowercase a greater than a capital uppercase A? Let's find out why. JavaScript has provided us with a method called char code at. So I'll say z dot char code at index 0. So we have a string here. I'll assign z to lowercase a. So this is a string, and I want to know the ASCII value of the character at the index 0. And let me just assign that value here. I'll print x as well. So if I run this, the ASCII value of the character A is 97. And what is the ASCII character for character uppercase A? ASCII code is 65 for uppercase A, and that's the reason when we tried to compare lowercase a with the uppercase A, we saw the result as true or false because both their values are not same. The ASCII values are different, and uppercase letters ASCII value is less than the lowercase letter, and that's the reason we got false for this. So let me just comment this and remove this part of code. So now it would be false because 65 greater than 97 is false. Now I will say A greater than A. Yes, this would be false, of course. And what if I said A1 greater than A? This is true. How come? So what happens here is when there are two strings for comparison, what JavaScript would do is it would try to start comparing character by character. So it starts with index 0. Index 0 of this string is A, which is equal to the index 0 of this string. And then it moves to the next one. Here we have the character 1, and here we do not have anything. So 1 is obviously greater than nothing. That's the reason it returns true. Now when I say b greater than a, of course this will be true because the first character itself is greater, so the entire string would be greater. Only when the character matches at the same index, then it would move forward to make the comparisons. For example, a1 greater than a3, this would be false because first character matched. However, the second character 1 greater than 3 is false, and that's the reason the result of this operation is false. Now let me just do false equals 0. What would you think the output would be? It's true because Boolean value will be converted to number before comparison. False will be converted to 0 and 0 is equal to 0. Hence it is true. And what if I place 1 here? It would be false because false is in numbers it would be 0. Now let's look at true. So true equals 1 is true because Boolean true is equivalent to the number 1 and Boolean false is equivalent to the number 0. Let's try to compare numbers with strings. So let me replace this with A and now I will do 1. Of course this wouldn't be equal, but let's say greater than. So this is true. And why is that? Let's look at the ASCII value for 1. We already know that the ASCII value for lowercase a is 97. Let's see what is the ASCII value for the character 1. And let me just uncomment this to see the ASCII value. So for 1, it's 49. And that's the reason a is greater than 1. So now I should see true here because the ASCII values for characters are greater than the ASCII value for numbers. And let's try to compare the numbers in the form of string. So what would you think the answer would be? Let me hit run and it's still true. And what if I say 3? It is false because what's happening here is it's not comparing the ASCII values. When you have two string, or if it compares the ASCII values also, it would give the same result because the ASCII value for 1 would be less than ASCII value for 3. But how it happens when there are two strings which can be converted to numbers is before comparison 2 will be converted to the number 2 and the string 3 will be converted to the number 3 and the number 2 and number 3 will be compared with each other. So when there is a possibility for conversion from string to numbers, JavaScript would first convert from string to numbers and then perform the comparison, just like how it is converting the Boolean true to 1 and then comparing and false to 0 and then trying to compare. It would be the same. And what if I have false greater than character A? This is false because false would be 0. 0 greater than character A, that means 0 greater than 97. It is false. And what if it's true? It is still false because the value of true is 1. And what if I say true greater than false? It would be true because 1 greater than 0 would be true. So this is how comparisons work in JavaScript. I hope the concept is clear and you understood the use of the function char code help. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to InterviewPro.